Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lewis Speaks 2024, and today I woke up thinking about my father. I thought about how growing up I never had anyone protect my masculinity. I grew up around nothing but women in my household, and I really could have benefited from having a father and someone in the home who protected my masculinity and who made sure that there was a natural expression of it daily. I think fathers are charged with the responsibility of protecting their son's masculinity just until he's old enough to protect his own. They model to him how a man is supposed to act and supposed to be, how a man is supposed to treat a woman, how a man is supposed to treat himself, how a man is supposed to behave in the world. I didn't have that. Like many boys and young men growing up in single parent households, predominantly female run, we don't have access to men who are healthy, who can show us the proper way to handle our masculinity. So what ends up happening is that we get inundated with feminine energy and we suppress our masculinity. I remember there were times when I was in the bathroom peeing. I would sit down to pee. I would pee in the sink. I would try not to make any noise. I would try not to let other people hear me pee because I felt like my penis was an intrusion. It was a problem. I would oftentimes hear the way the women spoke about men, how abusive they were, how cold, distant, and unfeeling they were, how stoic they were. And I didn't want to be that kind of man. So oftentimes I would hide and suppress my masculinity. And I didn't realize that I was being psychologically castrated. There's a psychological castration that goes on when a male child doesn't have a father. I always say this and I always will. If you are a father and you leave your sons to fend for themselves in female-dominated homes, you murdered your son. You murdered his identity. You murdered his divinity. You murdered his belief in God. We as men are created in God's image. And sometimes your father is the first introduction to God that you have. That's the first introduction to God that you have. And if these men out here are not doing what they're supposed to do, if they're not operating within their masculine energy, what they end up doing is affecting our faith, affecting our belief in a higher power, in Jehovah God, in God. And that's why, we as men, we have a lot to answer for. We have a lot to answer for. Those who have abandoned their families, those men who have not taken care of their children, they have a lot of answering to do before God. Because you cannot sit up there and leave a woman to raise a child alone, especially a man-child. That's not her job. It's not her job to raise a man. That is a man. And I know, something they say, there's so many people who say, yeah, a woman can raise a man. There's certain things about masculinity that need to come from a man. It's just how it is. We tend to gain self-esteem. We tend to gain confidence in our role by our same sex parent. That's just how it is. And when you don't have that to lean on, when you don't have that resource, you oftentimes can either go one of two ways. You can either look outside in the community and model those hyper masculine men who are oftentimes abusive, who are oftentimes, they engage in what I call compensatory masculinity, where in an effort to try to reclaim their lost masculinity, they become extra with it. You know, there's always this over the top presentation when it comes to masculinity. They refer to that as being an alpha male, but a lot of times it just comes off as abusive. It comes off as wounded. So that's one way you can go. Or you could take another approach, which is the gay life, you know, and basically just try to find love and connection through sex, eroticism, seduction. There are a lot of gay men out there who were not raised by fathers and who crave that. They crave that masculine energy. They crave that masculine connection, and they only feel they can get it through sex with men, through seduction, gyrating their bodies, you know, something just trying to entice and allure. They don't know how to have healthy platonic relationships with other men. All they know how to do is just entice and seduce, because once again, they've watched their mothers and how their mothers acted with men. And so they adopt those same behaviors and think, okay, well, maybe this is the appropriate way on how to get a man to like you, or how to get a man to love you, or how to get a man to be interested in you. But oftentimes men are just like, they're repulsed. They're repulsed, they're turned off, they're just like not interested. So it's this perpetual cycle of rejection that happens. You know, and so once again, the gay man is out there searching for some connection. And once again, we're placing our lives at risk for this connection, for this trying to reclaim our own masculinity. We have outsourced it. We have externalized it. We have suppressed our own our own natural masculine tendencies, and we're seeking it out. And there are so many gay men who are laying in the ground right now, laying in the grave, because they didn't have a father in the home. They didn't have someone to show them how to protect themselves. And so they laid down with men with no protection. They let men use them and infect them because they were never taught how to protect themselves. So they lay down with these men, let these men infect them, and now they're dust, they're ashes. So fathers, if you don't take care of your sons, I'm here to tell you right now, you murder them. You make it easier for other men to take advantage of them, to exploit them, to use them, to play them. You are their first line of defense. You are their first protection system. Protect your sons. And so my thing is this. For those out there who struggle with that father wound, definitely, I hear you, I'm with you. I'm in the trenches right along with you. You know, just know that you have to become the father that you never had. You have to provide yourself with all those lessons that you never received. If you can, try your best to find healthy male mentorship that's not seduction based, that's not sexual, you know? Platonic, healthy, masculine energy. You know, because I get it. I get how you can definitely get lost in this world when you don't have a strong male role model, especially as a son. Women, they also need that as well, to have a masculine influence to show them how they should be treated properly. But men, we need that. As men, we need those healthy male role models to show us how to stand up, how to stand appropriately in our masculine energy, and how to be comfortable and stand our ground and be firm and be the disciplinarians, the leaders that we were created and intended to be. We need that. And so I wish I had my father, I wish he would have given me that legacy of leadership and love and tenderness, but he had his own demons, you know? And so part of breaking generational curses, I guess, is just learning how to, even in the face of your own demons, you have to keep on going, keep on fighting, keep on getting what you need. So I hope this video was helpful. Definitely reach out, comment, like, let me know what your ideas are. All right, y'all. Peace.